Welcome. Hello. Welcome on our first live demo of here with me, Marek from marketing team, and I would like to ask you about a few words about this event.
Thank you very much, Roman. My name is Marek. I'm a marketing team member here in Wood-Mizer, and we would like to invite you to the first out of a few sessions that we have planned in upcoming weeks. This session is going to be about new products, and the following sessions that we have planned in the following week, so the week later and the week after that, is going to be on industrial machines and on woodworking. For industrial machines, we have prepared for you a MB200 and a all-new MR200 multi-rip presentation, as well as a board and log sorting tables. The woodworking presentation is going to be about a planer thicknesser, multi-planer and four-sided planer molders, as well as hose, extraction systems, cyclones and accessories for them. And on the last session on the industrial sawmills, we will be showing you also all new Wood-Mizer LT70 heavy duty with board and log sorting decks. So anyone who is interested in those types of machinery definitely should check us out. To make sure that you don't miss any of those live presentations, please follow us on Facebook and Instagram, subscribe on our YouTube channel and to our newsletters. We will be sharing not only news about live sessions, as well as interesting customer stories, how-tos, technical information, other interesting things, as well as exclusive limited time promos from Wood-Mizer. What I would like to mention is that at the end of this presentation and other presentations as well, we will have a short Q&A session. So if there are any questions that arise during the presentation about any of the machines that you see, if you want to clarify anything or we didn't say something that you are interested in, just let us know in the live chats. Our moderators will pass on those questions to Roman. Roman will address them in a Q&A session at the end of this live presentation. I think that's it for me for now. Thank you very much. Roman?
Thank you, Marek. So what is the plan for today? Today we would like to present 5 new models. We will start from LT15. We prepared 2 mobile versions of LT15. After that, LX250, the biggest model in LX family for cutting big diameter logs. Then we will show the MB200 Slab Flattener, the machine which is making flat slabs. After that, I will show you the LT40WIDE and explain the details of this machine. And the last will be the HR250, the horizontal Resaw. So that's a brief plan. I will do a presentation of the LT15s and the LX250. Then Marek will tell everything he knows about the MB200. Together with this machine, we will also show the new sawdust extraction system, which we offer with this machine, but also with other woodworking models, so molders, planers. And then, as I mentioned, the LT40WIDE, why this is important machine in our production line and why it is worth to buy it. And then the last one, which will be HR250. Now I will invite you for a short intro, and after that we will start the presentations. Hello again. So we are starting from first presentation, LT15 mobiles. The LT15 family is a very wide family. We are offering a few different models in this family. We offer LT15 Start, LT15 Classic models, LT15 Wide, and LT15 Power. Today we would like to present the trailer packages for first two models, so for LT15 Start and LT15 Classic. I have two machines with me. On my right there is LT15 Start on trailer, and then on my left there is LT15 Classic on the trailer. I will start from the LT15 Start and explain you details. Before I go there, I would like to say a few words about the history. We offered the LT15 on the trailer. The previous generation of the trailers was basically offered for towing the machine to the cutting area, to the cutting zone. So after this, for cutting, the trailer must be disassembled, and machine was put in the stationary setup for cutting. Now, with the next generation of the trailer, this is not needed anymore. This new trailer is for towing and for cutting, so we can cut on the wheels. So let's come closer to see how this is done. I will start from the Start model and explain you details here. So I will ask operators to follow me. So this is LT15 Start model with G14 engine installed in mobile application. This mobile version is available only for S3 type bed layout, so 3 S-type bed sections connected together with the trailer mounted to the sections. I would like to start from the bed sections to explain you what was changed. The sections were modified to create the mounting points for all elements of the trailer. In addition to that, we also decided to change the connection between sections to make it stronger and stiffer. And the change is done the way that actually the drive bar connection is in different place like the bed section connection, which is adding this additional stiffness. Those changes are done for both stationary and mobile models, so the bed sections are the same for both. When you see what is on the bed sections, it's still the same standard components. So we have a 2-side supports per section, we have the clamp per section. And going to the front of the machine, you can see the hinge and the connecting tube, the elements which are new, and they are trailer package components. Also we have the transportation wheel, which is installed at front, which is helping to maneuver the machine before connecting to the towing vehicle. Then we have some elements which I'm showing here, which are basically just mounted below the sections, and they are elements which are helping connect the trailer package to the bed sections. We have also the adjustable legs. We have 8 legs for this machine, and the legs for this trailer for transportation must be disassembled and put in the towing vehicle. The reason is the gross weight of the trailer. We have here the 750 kilogram trailer package, so very light. And to be able to stay in this range, the legs must be disassembled. But actually this process is very quick. In a few minutes we can actually disassemble and assemble those legs. So it's very fast process. As I mentioned, this is a light trailer, 750 kilogram. So we don't need the braking mechanism. So this trailer package is without braking mechanism. So we have only the towing hitch, and we have the axle with the wheels and fenders, and the lightning system installed on the machine. The lightning system, there is a rear lightning bar and also side and front positioning lights. So all this is a package which must be installed to the machine in the factory. Now a few words about the head. The head also was modified to be able to put it on this machine. Now you can see this head in transport position. So the head is basically sitting very stable on the bed section. There is a special rest pin which is connecting the head with the bed sections. I will go from the other end to show you the operator position. So here is the operator position. This is a start model. So it's a manual up down, and of course we have a push bar to push and pull the head. This push bar was moved down. We have here the extension plate. So if you purchase the stationary machine, this element will be bolted to this plate. For mobile, you need this extension, so it's a very, very easy change. The up-down crank stayed in the same position, and the start-stop, the engine system is in the same position. Here we have a safety element, so we have to push this element to be able to start the main motor, the main engine and the blade. But all this is now in very ergonomic position for the operator. Also, there is a new scale, so for mobile machine we need to have a mobile scale which is lowered down to be able to be on the right level for the operator eyes. So that's the changes. The rest of the machine stays the same. This trailer package we offer with the G14 engine kit, that's Kolo, and also 2 electric versions. There will be E5 and E7.5, so 5.5 kilowatt and 7.5 kilowatt motors available as a mobile as well. Also, what is not installed here, but it's option available, is a log loading system. I will show this log loading system, which is installed on the classic trailer. So now I would like to go to classic trailer and tell you the details of this particular trailer. Here we have the same bed sections, the same setup, so 3 bed sections connected together, the same modification of the bed sections. However, this machine is heavier, so here we have a heavier trailer. So the gross weight of this trailer is 1.3 tons. So we have 1.3 ton trailer capacity, and for this trailer we need to have a braking mechanism which is installed in front of the machine. So we have basically the hinge and the surge brake mechanism, which is basically built inside of this tube. Plus we have the transportation wheel, so very similar setup. We have also 8 adjustable legs, and here on the classic model everything can be transported on the trailer, so on the machine. So there is no need to remove those legs on classic model, but of course on start we have to do it. Also you see the loading ramps which are basically put in this place on the bed, and we have a hinge. We have a winch which is basically installed here. So this winch together with the loading ramps is actually coming as a log loading package, and is optional in addition to the trailer package. Now when I am in this place, I would like to say a few words about operator position and operator panel. As you see, this is a new panel. It's bigger, it's wider, and it's having space for all controlling elements of the machine. So of course the most important as always is safety, so we have a special green button which must be pressed down all the time the machine is in action, and then we have other components which are controlling other functions of the machine. So we have basically the forward reverse joystick, we have the up and down movement of the head. There is a Setworks SW10 installed in the middle of the panel, and on the right side we have a potentiometer, the debarker, on-off, and the movement of the arm. So from this place operator can control all movements of the head. This machine is coming with all engines and motor options which are available for stationary versions. So that's a brief overview of the trailer package. One also important element which is here, which is not on the start, is this additional plate. I'm showing it now with reflective sticker. So The trailer, the machine length in case of start is 7.2 meters, so it's below 8 meters, so we don't need this additional element. But this trailer is longer, it's over 8 meters, 8.3, so we have to have this element for Europe following the new homologation rules. So that's a brief overview of the trailer packages which we offer. They will come to production in last quarter of this year. Now I would like to invite you and show you the LX250. LX250, the machine for cutting big diameter logs. So maximum size logs we can cut on this machine is 1.4 meter big logs, and this idea about the LX250 came from America. The US engineering team designed this machine based on the US customer comments that they need a machine which can process big diameter logs, but the machine must be simple and economic. So we designed the LX250 based on the LT15 head components. So as you see the head, it looks very similar to LT15, LX100, 150 in America. The designers, they took this head as a base for the design changes, and they make the throat very wide. So the distance between rollers, from roller to roller here, is 138 centimeters. So very wide opening of the throat, what allows to cut that big logs, plus we have maximum can size which can be cut on this machine of 125 centimeters. Also the distance between the mast posts is very wide, 1.6 meter. So big logs can be very easily put on the bed sections and cut for boards and slabs. This is LX type machine, and typically LX in Wood-Mizer offer, this is a twin rail system. So we have a different mast, and the head is hanging on two chains with the up-down system installed on the mast. So a few more words about the mast. We'll come here, okay. So the head is installed on the mast. Mast is basically connected with the bed sections on 4 rollers working on the 22 millimeters diameter rods. And the up-down system is on 2 chains. So we have the drive system installed on the mast, and with the gearbox and middle transmission shaft, we have 2 chains moving smoothly up and down. So during presentation you will see how easy, how smooth the head is being positioned for next cut. The power feed, we have 2 electric gear motors installed on 2 sides of the mast, and they are basically working with the chain, pushing and pulling the mast across the sections. Each gear motor is 0.75 kilowatt in power, so in total we have 1.5 kilowatt power installed here. Very smooth movement. These electric motors, they are controlled from the operator place by operator. As you see, operator panel is exactly the same like in LT15. So it's a new generation of panels which we would like to use in LT15s and LX machines. So we have again the green button, which is just activating the start function, and then from this panel, operator can control up-down movement of the head and the power feed. We have potentiometer, and these 2 gear motors, they are moving the head in and out with the adjustable speed starting from 0 to 20 meters per minute, and the return speed is fixed 20 meters per minute. Also, in addition to the operator panel, we have on the side of the electric box the ammeter, which is showing the current load of the main motor. This is very helpful for the operator sawing a big diameter logs. He can control the load of the main motor and adjust the moving speed to have the best cutting conditions. The wide head requires a longer blade, and the blade for this this model is very long. It's 547 centimeters in length. So now I would like to start Tomek to give us a short demo how easy this machine is processing a big log and creating cans. And after that I will say a few more words. You see how easy it was to cut two slabs. So this big log, which is in the widest part, probably more than 1.2 meter in diameter, was very easy to process. So a few more words about the controlling. So of course the blade guide arm in this machine is electric and is coming electric as standard. We have SW10 Setworks for head positioning. This is also coming as a standard. The bed sections, here we have 3 bed sections connected together, 185 centimeter long each. So in total we have 5.55 meter maximum bed length, which is offering 4 meter cutting length. Also machine can be extended, and each section we are adding is adding the same length, 185 centimeter to the total cutting length. So that's brief overview. If you have questions, please send us them. We will have these questions and answer sessions, so we try to answer them. This big slab now will be moved to the, not this one of course, but very similar to the SlabMizer MB200. And now I will ask Marek to tell us everything he knows about this machine.
Thank you very much, Roman. Thank you for the great presentation of the new LT15MOBILE sawmills, and of course the big one, the LX250. As Roman said, it would probably make sense for anyone who is looking into LX250 to get the MB200 SlabMizer as well. As the MB200 SlabMizer, this machine is meant to flatten and surface large wood slabs wooden boards, burls, cookies, and other wooden materials. And I would like to tell you a bit more about this machine right away. So as you probably already know, the SlabMizer was originally designed in the US, and right now we are manufacturing it for the European market here in our headquarters in Poland. It comes with 2 years warranty and is delivered on a single pallet. Following our excellent manuals and assembly instructions, it is really a piece of cake to put it together. When you're gonna get it delivered, you're gonna be able to start using it the same day. Now, I would like to tell you a bit more about the build of the MB200. And again, as Roman mentioned before, if you have any questions, just let us know in the chats on YouTube and Facebook, and we'll address them at the end of this live stream. So to start with, I would like to bring your attention to the steel legs. These are thick steel legs that are holding your SlabMizer bed all together. At the bottom of the steel legs, you can see that there are leveling feet. Leveling feet ensure that you can get your SlabMizer in a perfect level, even if the floor of your workshop is not perfectly straight. Going forwards, let's have a look at the bed itself. So for anyone who knows Wood-Mizer Sawmills, you probably know that LT15, let's say, is one of the sawmills that is being delivered with modular beds, and MB200 SlabMizer has been made in a similar way. So it has got a modular bed, and the modules in between are connected with a butterfly steel plate to make sure that the bed is sturdy. And the head is on top of the bed. So the bed holds the head on 2 black steel plates on each side, you can see. And on both sides of the head there are 2 steel rollers. So the head travels on steel rollers. As a standard, MB200 is being delivered with 3 bed sections. Each bed section is 1.52 meters long. So the bed length is 4.56 meters. Whenever we put the bed, the head on the bed, it leaves you around 3.92 meters of workpiece. Going forwards, I think it's worth to mention that the actual width of the table is 1.42 meters, and the maximum thickness of the material you can put and process on the MB200 SlabMizer is 203 millimeters. Right, another good thing that I want to mention about the head movement backwards and forwards is about the drive chains. I'll ask one of the operators to show the drive chain on the right side of the SlabMizer right there. As you can see, beneath the black plates is a drive chain. So it's a dual chain system, meaning that there is one chain on one side of SlabMizer and another chain on the other side of the SlabMizer. And the chains are interconnected with a shaft that is located inside the head. As a part of accessories, something that you get with your SlabMizer are the main parts. The first main big thing with the SlabMizer is its cutter head, okay? So as a standard, it is delivered with 5 4-sided knives, meaning that you can cut with one side of the knife, and whenever it gets dull, you just unscrew the knife, turn it 90 degrees, and you can start using the second side of the knife. And you've got 4 of them. So whenever all 4 sides get dull, you can exchange the knives. You can order the knives from us. Another accessory that you get with your SlabMizer is a random orbit sander bit. This bit is mounted directly on the cutter head itself with just 2 screws. It's very easy to do. So there are 2 screws, and you just screw them on with your Allen keys. And in between the bit and the center disc, there is one locking nut. You have to lock it to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere away. And it's just a Velcro sandpaper connection right here. To secure your wood slabs, boards and burls and cookies on your MB200 SlabMizer, you get 2 sets of 4 clamps. All clamps can be put on any bed section of the SlabMizer, and 2 different types of them. So the first type is this one. This is a regular clamp that you would use to press the clamp against your material from a side, one side, another side, and then you fasten it, fix it with 2 hand wheels at the bottom of the clamp right here. So this clamp can be put on your SlabMizer using without any tools, just with your bare hands. The second set of clamps are the screw-on clamps. These clamps are different in a way that they have to be screwed from the bottom to your material. Similarly to the other set of clamps, this clamp can be put on any bed section. Whenever you clamp it, you have to make sure that you fix it again with just a hand wheel right here. These clamps ensure that you can use the whole width of your table. Let's see, the electric feed system. I will ask the operator to show the electric feed motor from the other side of the SlabMizer. I'm going to go around and will show you a bit more details here. As you can see, this is the drive motor. It is being connected with the shaft, which is located here in the middle of the head, with a belt. We'll ask one of the operators to open the cover and show us the belt. It's much easier how to engage a manual feed system, because MB200 features not only the electric feed system but also the manual feed system. It's very straightforward. You can see here's the belt. It's connected one side to the motor, the other side to the chassis. We'll ask the operator to loosen the hand wheel on the other side and disengage the motor. This way we can operate the SlabMizer manually. Thank you very much. We're going to go and have a look on the other side of the SlabMizer. 2 steel bars that help us to use the SlabMizer ergonomically. So here's one steel bar. This vertical steel bar is put here for an ergonomic way to hold the SlabMizer whenever you want to push it forwards and backwards. And here's the other steel bar. This is the horizontal steel bar, which helps us to position the cutting head across the material. We can push it right or left. Let's go and have a look on the motor itself and the cutting bit. This probably is the heart of the SlabMizer. Right here you can see this is the main motor. The cutting head is connected directly on the motor itself. And here is the crank, the hand crank, for the positioning of the cutter head. Okay? At the top of this wheel here, we've got openings, so we can precisely position our head up and down with increments of 0.4 millimeters. The maximum takeoff of the material with the MB200 SlabMizer is 3.2 millimeters. On the right side, right here, we can see that there is a relative scale, which will just help you out with positioning the head itself up and down. Something that we can not forget about, very important to get a great cut, is the cleanliness of your wood slabs, of your wood material. Here is a dust extraction port. This is a 102 millimeters extraction port, and we have connected here a 100 millimeters hose, extraction hose. We have connected this hose to the boom on top of the SlabMizer. Okay, this boom here comes standard, and this makes sure that the hose is outside of your view. It is safe to use the SlabMizer, and you have got a good overview of your cutting piece. As a part of our woodworking machines, we also offer dust extraction systems, cyclones, hoses, connectors, and all those accessories. All these products are available from any Wood-Mizer representative globally. Okay, I think that the last stop before the demo is the control station. Okay, it's a very easy, straightforward control station. From left to right, we can see here on the top we've got an emergency stop button, a feed system, potentiometer, so we can increase, decrease the speed of travel backwards and forwards of your Wood-Mizer MB200 SlabMizer. So the on-off switch and a 4-way joystick to position your cutting head. Thank you very much for your attention. I'll ask the operator right here to give us a brief demonstration of the MB200 SlabMizer. We'd like to see it in action. Give us a shout on the live chats.
Hello again. So that was very nice presentation. Thank you, Marek. And yeah, the LX250 and the MB200, they are basically a very new models in our offer, both offered in USA, and yeah, we sold a lot of them already on US domestic market, and we believe also we can do the same for worldwide markets. So now I would like to return to very standard Wood-Mizer product, LT40. LT40 is on the market from the beginning of Wood-Mizer, so over 30 years, and always had and has today very good reputation in terms of the productivity, durability. Customers likes this machine, and we received a lot of comments about LT40, very positive comments, and also we also ask customers what they would like us to change, what new can help them to make their work even better. So part of this information was always that if we have a wider throat of the machine, then the processing big diameter logs can be easier on this machine. So answering this question, the US design team took this head again and redesigned it to make it wider. So it was done in America a few years ago, and now half the models we sell in North American markets, they are coming in wide versions. So we have a standard and wide. And now for Europe we would like to do the same. We would like to offer standard head and also wide version for those customers who are interested to process bigger diameter logs on the logs with very difficult shapes. So then it's easier to process them through the cut. So how this was done, I will just show you what was changed and still how similar this machine is with standard 40. So of course when we see the head, first thing you can see it's very wide throat. So basically the head was extended, but it's still the same 40. So it was extended, so now the distance between rollers, the opening of the head is 84 centimeters, comparing with 72, which is basically on standard head. This is actually adding enough capacity so we can increase maximum diameter of logs we can cut on this machine to 1 meter. So specification for the wide version in Europe will be 1 meter logs, when for the standard 40 we have 90 centimeters. So the throat is wider. However, the wheels, the bearings and the drive system stays the same. This is well-proof system, is working really well, tested on many markets, different conditions. We know some customers, they are using these machines years, sometimes on 2 or 3 shifts. Also, together with the wider throat, we decided to change the debarker. It's the same Wood-Mizer debarker, which is working really well, but of course we have to cover a wider throat capacity. So we extended the debarker arms to be able to debark the logs in the same range like standard model. So again, from 1 meter up to 20 centimeters. So minimum is 20, 25, up to 1 meter. The debarker head stays the same. Another new thing which I would like to show you is from the other side of the head. So I will go there to show you the blade guide arm system. So on this machine we decided to go, because of wider throat, to go with a different blade guide arm system. Again, we just tested what is the best on the market, and the blade guide arm system which we use on our LT70 and LX450 model is very good, very stable system. So for this wider opening, wider head, we decided to use this idea and adopt it to LT40 design. So in the end we have the blade guide arm system, which during testing our customers really love it. They love it, the stability of this blade guide arm system and easy of adjustment. So the two things, they are very good for them. So this is the new blade guide arm system, which is coming together with LT40 wide head. When we are on the head, the up-down system is the same, and also we still will offer the same motors and engines like for standard 40. So on electric side we have three models available. We can have 11, 15 or 18.5 kilowatt motors available. And on the gas diesel engine side, for European markets, we have G29 Kolo engine, and we will introduce soon the G38 Kolo engine, so two gas engines. On the international market, still we can offer, and we are offering the diesel engine, so D33 and D42 is available for international markets, but for Europe we cannot offer those engines because of new environmental rules. So that's the situation about the main power of the head. Now I would like to say a few words about the bed. This is a typical standard Wood-Mizer LT40 type bed. We use this bed together with LT20, LT40 and LT70 machines. This is stationary application with the stationary legs. These legs, they have adjustment, so it's very easy to position the bed in the final place. It is coming, this particular model, we have the AH3 hydraulic system. So we have a log loader and big log, which is basically on the loader now. We have the main clamp. This is a new version of the clamp on two rods. We have three side supports, the claw turner, one leveling idle roller, and the power roller, which is installed on the rear side of the machine. Also, what is interesting, this bed is coming with a new style bed rails, so they are not flat. We call them rooftop style bed rails, and of course they are heavier, but also the advantage is that there is no flat surface and the sawdust is not staying on them. So we will demonstrate the cutting, but before we do this, I would like to bring you to the hydraulic box and tell you a few words about the hydraulic units we use on this model. So here is the hydraulic box with the power unit which is inside and the manual valves which are to operate all hydraulic functions. This one is coming with 7 valves because we have the power roller. Typically, if there will be 2 idle rollers, there will be 6 valves set up. Inside there could be 2 power units, 4 kilowatt, giving a 14.5 liter speed, hydraulic speed, and then 5 kilowatt unit, which is giving 18.5 liter hydraulic speed. So for standard hydraulic, typically we use the unit 4 kilowatt, but for super units we always use the faster unit. Here the standard operator panel, well known from LT40. We have all elements needed to control the whole functions of the machine. We have the up-down drum switch, the power feed. We have all other elements to control any other movements, plus the SW10, which is installed in the middle of the operator panel. Also here with this model we can offer the SW PLC1, PLC2 and the AccuSet. So it's a very wide range of the Setworks which can come with this model. Now I will ask operator Tomek to demonstrate how this machine is cutting, and after that we'll basically say a few more words. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Tomek. So that was basically a good demo showing how big logs we can cut on this machine. This log was actually bigger than 1 meter. So you see the system just managed, the hydraulic system was able to position this log. So yeah. Now we would like to show you the last model, the horizontal Resaw HR250, and again I will just give the microphone to Marek, so he will just explain the details of this machine.
Thank you very much, Roman. It was a great presentation. It was nice to see the new LT40WIDE, and I met there were a lot of customers this machine, and we're happy to see the demo. As the last machine here, we've got the HR250 twin head horizontal Resaw. As the name suggests, it's a twin head Resaw, meaning that there is one body, and inside that body we've got two bandsaws. Those two bandsaws can work independently or together. It's a very new and a very unique design, and that's why we think it's an interesting machine and is worth telling you about it. So we think that the HR250 twin head horizontal Resaw will be perfect for resawing boards, cans or offcuts, for basically any production plant that already has got wood processing equipment, meaning that you can increase your yield by putting through some of the offcuts. And we've got a few customers, and we've got a customer in Poland who has been using this HR250 to increase their yield, and they're happy about it. But let's move forward, and I will show you a bit more details about the machine. As you can see, the HR250 has got a very small, tiny footprint. It has got, it's very easy to transport it. As you can see at the bottom of the machine, there are two openings for a forklift. The machine is delivered pre-assembled, partially pre-assembled, on a pallet. It can be set up only in a few hours, and really you will be able to start using it the same day it's being delivered. Another great feature of this unique design is that there are two separate motors for each bandsaw, for the top and bottom bandsaw. The material throughput for the European version is 400 times 250 millimeters, and basically you can cut your cans into 2 or 3 pieces with a single pass. You can see around the machine on the body that there are 3 dust extraction points. This machine is really great in terms of the cleanliness inside whenever it operates. Whenever you get it, you can connect it to an existing extraction system that you have got already in your plant to make sure that the area around the machine and the machine itself is clear. Something that I myself like about the machine is the conveyor. The conveyor here features a rubber conveyor belt, which is very easy to maintain, very easy to clean it, and it's really inexpensive to exchange it just in case if needed. Just to come and to stress that there are 2 bandsaws. Both bandsaws can work independently. You can run either the top one, the bottom one, both together. The actual head, what you can see right now, is divided in 2 parts. So whenever you are adjusting the height of the top bandsaw, the whole body is moving up. But when you're adjusting the bottom bandsaw, you can't see it from outside. I would like to ask the camera operator to come a bit closer, and we'll show the control panel. It's very easy to understand, very straightforward system, but still I think it's worth of explaining. So this is the control unit for the HR250 twin head Resaw, which is connected with a single cable to the machine. We'll see the connection in a bit. But right here, the control panel consists of a few switches. Here's the main switch to turn your machine on and off, or to put it into a service mode. A service mode is another added great feature for the machine, meaning that whenever the machine is on, you wouldn't be able to open both doors. So you have to engage the service mode. Here is the electricity indicator. Here is the blade tensioning system engagement, which is also a very interesting part of the machine, because here we've got an automatic hydraulic air over oil blade tensioning system, and you can engage it or disengage it from here. Here you can see that you can turn on or off your conveyor belt, so on and off switch, your potentiometer for the conveyor belt, and you can adjust the feed speed from 0 to 25 meters a minute. Here, so you can see there's the first board here. Here you can control your top bandsaw. You can move it up or down using these two buttons, turn it on and off, or use the digital Setworks. Digital Setworks on the HR250, they are very close technologically to the SW10 Setworks that we use in our sawmills. On our sawmills. So anyone who has used the SW10 before will easily open this machine and this Setwork. And just to see the inside of the machine, I would like to invite the operator to come a bit closer, and we're going to have a look first to the in-feed roller. This is a pneumatic push-down roller, meaning that at the front of the roller right here, you can see there is a gray steel plate. Okay, whenever material travels on the conveyor belt and hits the steel plate, then the pneumatic roller goes up. And whenever it hits the actual roller itself, the pressurized air system here is pushing down the roller to make sure that you've got a great stability of your material. Just like the operator is showing right now, the blades are situated very, very closely to the roller, and this is another great benefit of the machine, because this provides you really the best and the most stability that you can get. Let's show the band wheels. So here you can see on top there's a set of band wheels. These band wheels are beltless, and they've got here a scraper on top and a pad here for cleaning your band wheels. The other is just the upside down. And those band wheels come dynamically balanced to make sure that you've got almost no vibration when they're running. These band wheels right here can work with 32 or 35 millimeter blades. However, as an option, you can order this machine with different set of band wheels, and you can operate 38 millimeter blades or even 50 millimeter blades. Great thing I want to mention about the bandsaw here is that the saws that you can see here are basically the same that you use in our Wood-Mizer sawmills, meaning that in case if you already have a Wood-Mizer bandsaw at your disposal in your plant, then most probably you already have got a sharpening equipment, or you've got an agent or a partner that helps you out with the blade maintenance. And if you choose to go ahead with the HR250 twin head Resaw, you will be able to service your saws with the same equipment, so sharpening, setting. The interesting part about the bottom set of the bandsaw is that whenever you put the blade there, you have to make sure that you turn it around. It has to go inside out. Instead of blade guide rollers, we are using here blade guide blocks. And just on the right side over there, on the other bandsaw, you can see here are the air pressured lubrication nozzles. So these nozzles make sure that your blade is always lubricated, which together with the big band wheels of 710 millimeters wide extend your blade life. I think this is it's packed with interesting features, extra safety features, and to not forget, I would also like to show you here there is a guard on one side, a steel guard, and a steel guard on the other side. This steel guard makes sure that just in case if there is something wrong and your blade breaks, that it doesn't damage the other set of the bandsaw. So to minimize the damage, and also on the other side, that guard fills in a function of basically directing your sawdust towards the chute, the extraction chute. I will ask one of the operators to show us the blade tensioning system, to engage it and disengage it, so you have a clear understanding how it works. So you can see right now the blade is not tensioned, so a cylinder has pushed these two left bells to the right, and so right now you would be able to exchange the blade. Could you please turn back on? And right now, when the blade tensioning system is engaging, it will get a perfect tension for your bandsaw. So it is another thing that makes your operator's life easier. We're going to start moving to the back of the machine, and I'll show you a few details right just here. Here you can see there is one drive motor here and another drive motor at the bottom. So each bandsaw is being moved up and down with a separate motor. Here are your blade tensioning cylinders for hydraulics. Here's the main electricity box, and here's the cable for the control panel. And as you can see, it's got a jack and a socket. So you are still able to move around the control panel within your site to make sure that your operator is in the most comfortable, the best position for him. Let's move a bit further. Let's have a look on the conveyor belt here. On the conveyor, you can see there is the idle top roller, which is located on the other side of the saw, to make sure that material coming out of your resaw is still pressed against the conveyor, and it can safely move out. Here is the actual motor that drives the conveyor, and under the conveyor right there you can see that there is a compressor. This is the compressor, the one that feeds the air over oil tensioning system. Interesting part about that compressor is that it actually allows your bandsaw to work more safely, meaning that there is space for tension compensation when feeding through different kinds of materials, so different thickness, different width materials through your resaw. Right here is the tank for your lubrication liquid, and of course the main part of the sawmill, the bandsaw, is the motor. This HR250 twin head horizontal resaw is powered by two separate electric motors. In this case, these are 15 kilowatt motors. I really hope that you have enjoyed this explanation, this short presentation of HR250. I think that there will be probably even more things to talk about this Resaw, and I really hope that you are submitting your questions to the chats on YouTube and Facebook. And just after a short demo of the HR250, we'll have a short break, so don't turn off your live streams just yet. This short break is for us to double check your questions, to make sure that we can set up a station and get started with the Q&A session. Before I let you go to the demo, I just want to reiterate that this is not the last live session. We have got planned more live sessions up ahead, and I'll tell you a bit more about that after the demonstration. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed the demonstration of the HR250 twin head horizontal Resaw. And just to reiterate one more time, this is not the end of the live stream. Roman will come back in just a few moments after a short break to answer all questions that you have submitted on the YouTube live chat and on Facebook as well. And for future broadcasts, just make sure you don't miss them. We will be sending out information on our Facebook, on our Instagram, on our newsletters, and of course we'll be posting information on our websites. So make sure you follow us anywhere of any platform of your choice. I really hope that you've got enough questions for Roman to answer. Thank you for your attention, and we'll see you next time.
Hello again, welcome on the questions and answer session. I hope you enjoyed all presentations and the demos. We already received some of the questions and try to answer for them. So first question is concerning the LX250. What is the price for this machine? In terms of the price, we would like to ask you to contact with our local dealers and representatives in each country. So that information will be available directly from them. The next is coming also about the LX250. What's the maximum weight of this machine? Is it possible to extend the bed? So the maximum weight of the standard machine with 3 bed sections will be around 1.5, 1.6 ton. It depends which motor or engine kit is installed on the machine. The details will be coming shorter as we just reached the production this unit. The second question, is it possible to extend the bed? Yes, it is. As I told during my presentation, we have the 185 centimeter extension, so we can add those extensions and of course extend the cutting length and of course add the chain to have a fit system. The next question is about LT40WIDE. Can I install LT40WIDE head on the standard LT40 bed, I assume? Yes, the bed is the same for both models. The head is coming to the same place and can work on standard bed. The next question is again SlabMizer. How often should I replace the knives? So here we do not have the clear answer about the timing. It depends how quickly the knives will be dull. So it's depending on the material which is cutting. If you need more information, please contact with our customer service team. I have questions about LT40WIDE. What is the accessibility of the blades for LT40WIDE and LX250? The blades will be basically available from Wood-Mizer locations as we start selling those two models. They are coming to be standard blades. So yeah, and also Wood-Mizer can deliver any blade length which is needed. So it will be basically at the same time. LT15MOBILE. Question is, you sell the same load assist kit for trailers like in US? Let's say this way, this is a fully European model, so we use of course European parts, the metric parts here, but of course the idea is the same. This is the winch and the loading ramps, which are similar idea, but the parts are made in Europe. The next question from about the LT15MOBILE. As a twin rail system, LT15MOBILE possible to set on uneven ground, literally in the forest. We have adjustable legs, and of course the ground must be solid, so we have to be careful in this kind of situation. But of course there is an adjustment in the legs which can cover some ground unevenness. LX250. Is debarker available for LX250? No. This machine is coming without debarker, and so far we have no plans to add debarker. However, of course, we are open for the feedbacks. LX250. I have a new LT15 Classic saw with 7.5 kilowatt electric motor. I have a problem with wavy cuts. So, yeah, here I would like to ask to contact with our local customer service representatives, and this kind of problems will be solved by them. LX250, what's the power in HP in the LX250? So LX250 from Europe will be offered with two electric motors, 11 kilowatt and 15 kilowatt. So in horsepower it will be 15 and 20 horsepower motors. SlabMizers. Road trailers need type approval. That's LT15MOBILE, I see. road trailers need to be approval in each individual country around the world. Assume you have it for all EU and USA for now. Yes, we are working to have the European homologation for LT15 trailers, and as this will be completed, we have this approval for Europe, but of course for other countries we have to follow the local rules and do whatever approvals are needed. Another question about SlabMizer. Is it possible to make the MB200 travel on the pre-scheduled path instead of manual controlling the cutting head? Yes, it is. This is in our plans. We already introduced the auto-fit system in North America, and we plan to bring it to Europe in first quarter of next year. LT40. What is the benefits of using two support arms on the two-plane clamp on the 40? I assume this is touching the clamp on two rods. Basically, the clamp is stable. It's additional stability of the clamp. HR250. We have a narrow bend version, but customer wants to upgrade to 50mm blades. New blades, wheels needed. Yes, in case of changing the blade from standard to 50, then we need to provide a separate set of wheels. So please contact Wood-Mizer representatives in this matter. I'm scrolling down. I don't see more questions. So again, I hope you enjoyed the show, the presentations. In terms of any questions, please send us those questions using our communication channels, so Facebook, Instagram, our web pages, or contact directly our local representatives. And also please remember, we are planning the next sessions next week. The same time we will have the session about the industrial products. We will present the wide band WB200 connected with the MR200 multi-rib and some system of sorting tables. So I would like to invite you for next week, and I would like to thank you for today and wish all of you a very good day. Thank you.